Hello there everyone, welcome back to Press for Truth TV. Today is Wednesday, August the 15th, 2012, and I've been pretty busy the last few days working on the new Bilderberg documentary and also working on some new video reports. I've just been out there getting stuff done in the last few days, so I haven't really had a whole lot of time to sit down and do any kind of research into things. In particularly, I wanted to look into this Trapwire scandal that is currently going on. So today is the first time I've had an opportunity to sit down and look at this a little bit more, look at some of the leaks coming from, this is all coming from WikiLeaks, of course, and I'm not finding anything on this from the mainstream media, surprise, surprise, but as I was digging around today, I came across a pretty good article from Business Insider that kind of lays it all out on what's going on with Trapwire, so I wanted to share this one with you today. And it says, WikiLeaks, surveillance cameras around the country are being used in a huge spy network. The US cable networks won't be covering this one tonight, not accurately anyways. But Trapwire is making the rounds on social media today. It reportedly became a trending hashtag on Twitter earlier in the day. Trapwire is the name of a program revealed in the latest WikiLeaks bonanza. It is the mother of all leaks, by the way. Trapwire would make something like disclosure of UFO contact or imminent failure of a major US bank fairly boring news by comparison. And someone out there seems to be quite disappointed that word is getting out so swiftly. The WikiLeaks website is reportedly sustaining 10 gigabytes worth of DDoS attacks each second, which is massive. And DDoS, of course, is denial of service attack. So WikiLeaks website is currently being hit with that pretty hard right now. So the website is there. Somebody out there is trying to shut it down right now because they're not too happy about these leaks. Anyways, here's what Trapwire is. According to Russian state-owned media network RT, former senior intelligence officials have created a detailed surveillance system more accurate than modern facial recognition technology, and have installed it across the US under the radar of most Americans, according to emails hacked by Anonymous. Every few seconds, data picked up at surveillance points in major cities and landmarks across the United States are recorded digitally on the spot, then encrypted and instantly delivered to a fortified central database center at an undisclosed location to be aggregated with other intelligence. It's part of a program called Trapwire, and it's the brainchild of Abraxas, a Northern Virginia company staffed with the elite from America's intelligence community. The employee roster at Abraxas reads like the who's who's of agents once with the Pentagon, the CIA, and other government entities, according to their public LinkedIn profiles, and the corporation's ties are soon to go deeper than ever documented. The details on Abraxas, and to an even greater extent Trapwire, are scarce. However, not without reason. For a program touted as a tool to thwart terrorism and monitor activity meant to be under wraps, it's understandable that Abraxas would want the program's public presence to be relatively limited. But thanks to last year's hack of the Strategic Forecasting Intelligence Agency, or STRATFOR, all of that is quickly changing. So these spooky new circular dark globe cameras installed in your neighborhood park, town, or city, they aren't just passively monitoring. They're plugged into Trapwire, and they are potentially monitoring every single person via facial recognition. In related news, the Obama administration is fighting in federal court this week for the ability to imprison American citizens under NDAA's indefinite detention provisions, and anyone else without charge or trial on suspicion alone. So we have a widespread network of surveillance cameras across America monitoring us and reporting suspicious activity back to a centralized analysis center, mixed in with the ability to imprison people via military force on the basis of suspicious activity alone. I don't see how that could possibly go wrong. No, not at all. We all know that governments and algorithmic computer programs never make mistakes. Here's what's also disturbing about this whole NDAA business. According to Tangerine Bolin's piece in The Guardian, this past week's hearing was even more terrifying. Government attorneys again in this hearing presented no evidence to support their position and brought forth no witnesses. Most incredibly, Obama's attorneys refused to assure the court when questioned that the NDAA's Section 1021, the provision that permits reporters and others who have not committed crimes to be detained without trial, has not been applied by the U.S. government anywhere in the world after Judge Forrest's injunction. In other words, they were telling a U.S. federal judge that they could not or would not state whether Obama's government had complied with the legal injunction that she had laid down before them. To this, Judge Forrest responded that if the provision had indeed been applied, the United States government would be in contempt of court. And so I thought it was a great point that he brought up there, that here we have this nightmarish Orwellian security grid that is clearly already in place. And on top of that, we have the Obama administration trying to now pass provisions within the National Defense Authorization Act that would allow them the ability to detain reporters, or anyone for that matter, and hold them indefinitely without a trial. So it's amazing that this whole New World Order system is starting to reveal itself, and we're starting to see that all the pieces are there. It's pretty much happening right now before our eyes. And as I said earlier, we're not going to be hearing about this very much from the mainstream media. So certainly it's going to be up to us to spread the word about Trapwire and the fact that this global monitoring system is indeed underway and going on. We're going to be the ones who are going to have to be the ones to spread the word about this. So I'll put a link to that article in the description so you can check it out from the Business Insider. He has a few other links there for where you can learn more about Trapwire, and I'll also throw in a link there for the WikiLeaks page on it too if you want to look into it for yourself that way. And anyways, guys, that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in once again, and I'll see everyone right back here tomorrow. Take care.